everybody and welcome back to my channel and for another YouTube video. So before we start and before anybody says anything, yes, I have had my nails done. I had them done yesterday. I had a very neutral color on for about a month. Perfect color for me because when it starts growing out, it's not quite so noticeable. But when I went and had my nails done yesterday, I wanted something different. I didn't want to go for the natural colors. I didn't want to go for the bright colors, which I tend to kind of sway with. So we went for minimalistic monochrome. I think they are, I mean, to be honest with you, I wasn't really sure about this color. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see it in the video quite so much, but it's kind of like a pearlesque white. I don't know. Everyone who has seen them so far loves them, but when it went on, I was a bit like, don't know if I like that. But the more that I'm looking at them, the more I'm kind of liking it. And the black, to be honest with you, is like a midnight black. So when I'm outside, it has like a little blue tinge to it. Anyway, they're growing on me. But yeah, I had my nails done yesterday. This video is going to be around getting ready with me. I'm out for dinner tonight, going to Spago at Marina Bay Sands. Most favorite restaurant in all of Singapore. Absolutely love it. The food, the ambience, the staff, just everything about it, I adore. I really can't wait. I've had tonight booked for about a month, so it's given me something to look forward to. I cannot wait to get ready to go out, to go for a couple of drinks. We're going for a few drinks to Adrift first, which is also in MBS. But yeah, it's just going to be an absolutely brilliant night. I can't wait. So I've literally just thrown the dress that I want to wear tonight in the wash machine. It was one of the dresses that I ordered from Pretty Little Things, which I will link the video to at the end of this one, just in case you want to go and watch that. But yeah, it was one of the dresses that I ordered and I unbagged with you. It had a bit of a perfume smell to it. I don't know whether somebody maybe had ordered it, sent it back, and I don't know, Pretty Little Things have just bagged it and sent it back out again. I don't know. It didn't smell like packaging. It smelled like perfume, like somebody had worn it, and it's not one of my smells. So I've thrown it in the wash machine. Luckily today it's a really gorgeous day here in Singapore. So I think it has literally just finished in the wash machine. So I'm gonna go and hang that up now. And it'll be dry, ready for tonight. So yeah, today has been really around my usual routine, going to the gym. I've come home, I've done a little bit of cleaning. I haven't gone crazy today, I don't really have the energy for it. I've got in the shower, put a face mask on, which I've just washed off, and put some Nivea cream on just to put the moisture back into my skin. And my hair has currently got the Olaplex conditioning moisturizing treatment on it at the moment, so I'm going to leave that in for another maybe 10 minutes before I rinse it out. I'll blow dry my hair just kind of roughly to get ready, you know, for the preparation for getting ready tonight. So yeah, it's just going to be a nice chilled out afternoon. I have my cup of tea here. I'm going to watch a few episodes of Orange is the New Black and just really chill out. So I will see you shortly for the next kind of installment of today's Get Ready With Me. But yeah, let's take it easy, have a bit of a chilled day and see how it goes. Okie dokie, right. So I've just popped a little top on that once I've done my hair and my makeup, I can just lift it off and put my dress on. So just for ease, and I'm not a big lover of getting makeup all over my clothing. So we're gonna do the makeup first. So just to kind of set the tone, I've already washed my face with the usual cleanser. I've already gone in and toned and moisturized and everything else. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my primer. I'm going to do some color correcting and basically get the foundation on, and then I will talk around the powders. So I'm going to do that now. Yeah, let's get going. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just go in with my normal primer, and I'm just going to apply that to my T-zone area, and then obviously go along patting that through the rest of my face. I don't drag, swipe, swoosh or anything like that. Pat, 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 pat.
Next thing I'm going to do is go in with my color correctors. I'm going in with the green, and then I'll be going in with the peach as well. Really just to treat those troublesome areas and help just balance out the skin tone so that when I lay the foundation down, it is a little bit more even. Also to try and keep those bags at bay that are under my eyes. Don't tend to be sleeping very well at the moment, but this will sort that out for me. And need a little bit more there. Bit of a troublesome area that. Okay. Brilliant. There we go. All right, next thing, foundation. Shake, shake, shake. Pop that on the back of my hand. Just going to go in and splodge that around my T-zone again, which is where I find I need the most coverage. And then obviously distribute that out to the rest of my face. Going in with my beauty blender. Pat, pat, pat yet again. No swiping, no swooshing. Pat. Pat that product into your skin. Get it really even. Like I said before, I don't like a full face. I don't like full coverage. I do like it to just be more of a natural. I like to see my skin coming through. Just going to add a little bit more on there. I think I just need a little bit more help in that chin area again. There we go. Looking better, girl. Yeah. Pat, pat, pat. Around that forehead. Get that product in. Fantastic. There we go. Looking good. All right, cool. Next thing we're going to do is go in with my concealers. And again, I don't go in with a big V. I just tend to add a little bit on the outside, a little bit on the inside, around the nose and around, again, the chin area and any other areas that I feel needs a little bit more support and help. Just mixing those colors in a little bit just to brighten the under eye area a bit more. And again, we're going in and we're pat, pat, patting. What's that song? Patty cake, isn't it? That's what's coming to my mind at the moment as I'm watching this. And I'm doing this, yeah. Can you see how that's just lifted the under eye area though? Just helps to kind of brighten that, lift it, really make it look a little bit more like I've just rolled out of bed and this is what I look like first thing in the morning. Okay, so I'm going in with my favorite translucent powder, which is the Chanel number. Going in and just setting that under eye area where I've just popped on the concealer. Again, patting, not swiping, rubbing or anything else, just pat, pat, pat. Going in with my bigger brush just to dust over the rest of my face. Beautiful, girl. Yeah, close that, put that away.
Okay, so that's my primer, my color correcting, my foundation, my concealer, and I just put a little touch of translucent powder on. The next thing I'm going to do is go on and do some of my bronzing. I don't like to overly contour. I'm not a sharp edge type of person. So I'm just going to go in and do some bronzing. I'm going to put my blush on, then I'm going to start doing my eyes. Some people like to do their eyes first, which is perfectly fine. For me, I like to think about the colors that I'm going to use, and it depends on the complexion of my skin as well. Sometimes some colors don't really feel right once the the rest of my face is set. So I like to kind of think about how I'm going to play the colors, what I'm going to be wearing, all of that kind of stuff. So it depends on how you want to do it, but for me, this is the way that I do it. So I'm going to go in and start doing my my bronzing and so on, and then we'll move on to brows and eyeshadows.
So I'm just taking my favorite bronzer and my favorite brush and just going to go in and give myself a slight dusting of color just to make it look like a bit of a sun-kissed, dewy look to my skin. Don't like the sharp lines with contouring. I do like the more softened approach just to make it look like I've had maybe an hour or so in the sun and I've just kind of slightly caught it on my face. But yeah, just kind of getting that color really worked into the skin. Next thing I'm going to do is go in with my blush. I'm going in with, again, a favourite of mine at the moment, which is my little Clinique number. I don't tend to drag, again, this product over the apples of my cheeks. I don't want to look plump. I want to look snatched. So I'm just going in and adding that colour just to the top of where I've added the bronzer, not across the nose or anything like that. I did find that this colour wasn't really kind of working for me tonight for whatever reason. Maybe my skin tone has just slightly changed. So I just added in a slight little bit of plum to give it a bit more of a pinkness. Next thing I'm doing is just going into my eyebrows and using the Gimme Brow from Benefit just to start building those out, getting the shape where I want it to be. I do find that little microfibers in this product do help to sort of plump out my eyebrows. I will tackle these bad boys later, but just setting the tone now and getting the shape where I want it.
Okay, so I've just gone in with all of my powders, so my bronzer, my blush. I did add just a little bit of pink, a bit more pink into the blush. I just felt that the colour wasn't really popping quite as much as I wanted to for tonight. I usually use a little Clinique colour blush pop, whatever they're calling themselves. So I just went in with a little bit of the Back Talk and I went in with the Cheap Shop, just to give it a little bit of... yeah, it's more of a plum tone. I just felt it needed it. So the dress that I'm wearing tonight, like I said before, is going to be a sort of, it's like a beigey, earthy stone color. Best way to describe it. And as I said before as well, I don't like to do my eyes first just in case I decide to change my outfit, but I think I'm still going to go ahead with the outfit that I've chosen. So I'm just going to go in with my little... Huda Beauty, the nude palette. So this has got quite a nice little palette, to be honest. It's got loads of sort of different shades of pinks and purples, and obviously the more neutral shades down here as well. So I'm just going to go in and start doing my eyes. I will list down the colors that I've used, but yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I like to play around and see what works for me. So yeah, we're going to get on with that now. Just while the eyebrow gel is setting, we're just going to go ahead and do the eyeshadow. So yeah, let's get going.
So the first colour that I'm going to take from the palette is Bear, and I'm just using this as a basis to start building up the colours for my eyeshadows. It's a little trick and tip that I had learnt from watching other people do their eye makeup. I don't know what it is, I just find it a lot easier to build once I've got a foundational colour, a good basis to start building up from. So the next colour that I'm going in with is the Lace, and again, this is just kind of being used in the crease to help sort of build out that transition colour. The one thing I find with the palettes, particularly from Huda Beauty, and a few others as well, to be honest with you, is the fallout. But Huda, girl, need to get that sorted. Nightmare, wasted product. Anyway, so the next colour that I'm going to go in with is my Love Bite. And that's just going to help build out the colour from the outer corner of my eye and just building that into the crease as well. Just to add some depth and start getting that gradient. Please do excuse me, I do like to get really into my eye area with the mirrors so that I can really see what I'm doing. So the palette will be up and down while I'm doing this. I will try and make sure that it's down more often than not so you can see what I'm doing. So the next colour that I'm going to go in with here is going to be Tickle. So I do like to just kind of, again, start getting that gradient really built out from the inner corner to the outer corner and really add some depth into the crease as well. Really love this palette, love the colouring. I just love all the pretty pinks and the neutral colours. Fallout. Okay, it was probably doing my head in at this time. Next thing I'm going to do is go in with Secret. This is just a really nice kind of neutral stone colour. I use this quite a lot just to really sort of blend into the purples and pinks that I've already used. I'm also just going to go in with a little bit of Spanked to, again, blend those colours that I've already used into the middle of my eye. So out and then into the middle, from the outer corner into the middle. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to smoke all of this out so there's no harsh lines. It's all well blended. Blend, blend, blend is my biggest secret here. I'm going to go in with another palette as well. I will list the colour in the description along with all the others, but I just like to add a little bit of twinkle sparkle, very subtle, might I add.
Okay, so as you'll have seen, I love the palettes from Huda Beauty. I really, really do. I think that the colors that they have are just fabulous. But to me, the amount of fallout that comes from the pans when you swirl your brush around is just absolutely ridiculous. It's a known issue with their palettes, to be perfectly honest with you. Even with some of the other ones that I've got, I have exactly the same issue. But yeah, it's just, yeah. I don't know what to tell you. It's just what it is. But anyway, so I've gone in and just kind of done a, again, not overly dramatic. I like to keep things very soft. I'm not a harsh person in terms of my makeup. I do like to just have a little bit of color without going crazy with it. You'll hear me say that an awful lot, but it's true. The one thing that I do find is I don't really feel that it's quite dark enough on the outsides here, so I'm just gonna go in and try. So Urban Decay did a collaboration, I suppose, with Game of Thrones. Absolutely, I had to go and get this palette. It's just, it just had to be done. I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. So what I liked about it was the little packaging is quite cool. The eyeshadows kind of come out of here as well. Brilliant. And you can take them out all together. So sorry, I've got a bit of a cough today. So what I'm going to do is there's a color in here called Weirwood Leaves, which is this one here. I think just to give it that little bit more darkness that I'm looking for, that's going to do it for me. So I'm just going to go in and add a little bit more of that sort of dark purpley color to the outside. Then I'm going to go in and just sparkle and dazzle the cut crease here. So I'm just going to go in and do that now.
Whilst I love Huda Beauty and I do have a few of her palettes, I do find that some colours do tend to be missing now and again. Just for my own usage, I just felt that in particular tonight that the colour that I really needed wasn't in the palette. So hence I went into my Urban Decay. I do use my Urban Decay Game of Thrones palette sometimes. I don't use it as much as I thought I would, particularly for the price tag that it came with. So I do try and incorporate it into my looks as much as possible. Particularly when I'm doing a going out or glam look, I do try and drag it out and use the colours as much as I can. But yeah, the Huda Beauty tonight just wasn't really pulling it off for me in terms of all of the colours. I probably used 80% of the colours for this look, but it was just missing that 20% for me, which I found in my Urban Decay palette.
Okay, I don't pretend to know what I'm doing with eyeshadow sometimes. You know, I just make it work for me. If I see that something just needs touching up, or that, you know, the colors are not quite where I want them to be, I will just go in with some of the other palettes that I've got and just make it work. Don't stress, it's all good. There is quite a little bit of fallout here that I can see, so I will tidy that up in a minute. But what I want to now do is just go in and add a little bit of Twinkle Sparkle. So what I'm going to do, is I am just going to put a little touch of concealer on my hand, and I'm talking only a touch. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in and dab a little bit of concealer just on the cut crease here. And then I'm going to go in with just a little bit of Twinkle Sparkle from the Huda Beauty palette, and then the eyes are done in terms of the shadow, and then it's just going to be titillating it up. So let's get on and do that, and then we'll move on to the next.
So what I really love about Huda Beauty's eyeshadow palettes, and I haven't really found this with anywhere else, is I love the glitter pans that they have. So the one that I'm actually using tonight is Infatuated, but I have used Excite and Charmed a couple of times. Excite probably more so than any other, but I thought I'd give Infatuated a bit of a go today. I just wanted to add a little bit of Twinkle Sparkle to this, considering that the rest of my makeup is going to be understated. I just wanted to add a little bit of glitz and glamour. And what I'm doing is, again, just adding a little bit of foundation. You can use, I sometimes use some of the color correctors that I've got a pink one which just has a nice undertone to it when you're applying the sparkle, but today I'm using the concealer. I mean, you can use whatever works for you. People do tell you not to use concealers on your eyelids because it does tend to be greasy. However, I have never really had a problem with my MAC and with then applying the glitter. So now that I've just got that on, I'm just tidying up around the under eye area. Glitter does tend to get everywhere. So again, just make it work for you. Tidy up the best way that you can. And I just go in over the top and just dust off any excess.
Okay, so that is my eyeshadow look complete. Yeah, I think that's really, really cute. Loving it. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I am just going to whack on some falsies for tonight, which could take me a while. I'm not particularly good with my falsies, to be honest with you. I am just going to go in with another coating of the Gimme Brow just to help set these bad boys. And then obviously we'll tackle those in a little bit as well. But yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. Loving it. Cool. Okay. All right. Let's get these bad boy lashes on. Okay. So the lashes are on. Just touched up the eyeliner a little bit, but I think we're making good headway here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in and touch up my eyebrows and just make sure that they look as full as I want them to be. So in terms of my eyebrows, I have been using my little brow blade. I'm going to do exactly the same thing and just go in and fill these bad boys in. Okay.
So I'm just going in now with my brow blade from Urban Decay. I'm really just kind of building out my eyebrows. As I've said before in a few other videos, I don't really tend to kind of spend too much on my eyebrows. I think I've got quite a good shape. I don't tend to over pluck anymore. You'll probably, if you get really up close and personal, you'll be able to see that I've got a few wispy eyebrow hairs underneath the main structure of my brows, which, to be honest with you, I'm okay with. I like to have that sort of natural look rather than the sort of polished and plucked. I just think it's a bit softer on my face given my features. My face is a bit of a rounder shape as well, so I just like to have everything kind of soft and not so harsh. But yeah, I don't spend too long on my brows.
Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do, now that my brows are done, my lashes are on, my eyeshadow is looking on point, bronzer, don't think we need to touch up anything. I think we're looking pretty good. I'm just going to go in with my highlighter, which is my little MAC number, which I have to be so careful with these days. And then we're going to move on to hair.
So I'm just going to go in with my, again, favorite highlighter that I've got from MAC. I've had this one for a little while. I just love the brush. I love it's a bit more glittery than some of the others that I've got, but again, just applying it through the temple area, just down the bridge of my nose and then onto the chin, and I'm just going to go in over the top now that I've finished with a setting spray.
Okay, so I have just put my highlighter on. I've given it a spritz of my all-nighter from Urban Decay. I'm going to leave my lipstick on till last just because I don't want it smudging and I need to think about the colour that I want to use. So I'm going to go and do my hair now very quickly. I am going to have it straight tonight and like poker straight. I think it's going to go really well with the dress and the neckline. So I'm going to go do that now. I will be back in a bit. Okay, so the hair's done, the makeup's done, the jewelry is getting there. I am literally just going to throw my dress on, put a little bit of a spritz perfume on. I'm also going to put my lippy on, and then I'm good to go. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, I just thought it would be fun to kind of do a bit more of a glamorous look. Anyway, I am just going to finish putting the final touches on. I will see you for one last time before I head out the door. And I'll put a couple of pictures up as well for tonight. But have a great weekend and enjoy yourselves. I will see you again for another YouTube video. Bye, guys. Ready? So this is the final look. I've got, like I say, my earrings. I've just put some lippy on. I've got my necklace. Just put a few kind of titivated little bits and pieces together. Got my heels. I've got my little clutch bag as well. So this is the final look. Very cute little dress. Loving the ruching around the belly, around the bum as well. Just a fabulous little dress to wear on a night out. Feeling really good. I'm just about to head out the door, so I will take a few picky pickies and I will put them up at the end of the video. But thank you very much everybody for joining me today, and I will see you soon.